Well, it looks like the chickens have finally come home to roost. And welcome back to Ben's Right Nation. I am your host, Ben. Please like and subscribe, share this content, comment below, and if you like it, tell your friends about this stuff. Oh, and please excuse my background here. I'm in my garage so I can do my little Rush Limbaugh cigar talk with you guys. Anyhow, getting into things. If you happen to live in St. Joseph County and you're a Republican, and if you still don't know what's going on, here's a quick recap. Tuesday, on January 7th, two St. Joseph County Councilmen, that would be Anthony / Andy Rutton and Randy Figg, violated Party Rule 1-25, as described in the Rules of Indiana Republican State Committee, by voting for Democrat Brian Tanner to be the next president of the St. Joseph County Council. Now, thanks to this vote by two RINOs, a pro-abortion activist Democrat Brian Tanner is now president of the St. Joseph County Council.
Special meeting of the St. Joseph County Council, January 6, 2026. First order of business, election of officers for 2026. The president, do we have a nomination for president of the St. Joseph County Council?
I would like to nominate Brian Tanner.
Mr. Rutton?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Mr. Figg?
Yes.
Passes 6-3. Congratulations, Mr. Tanner.
Some of us have been accurately calling all of this out for quite some time now. So instead of listening to what should have been obvious, some in party leadership wrongfully decided to dismiss these concerns and support the status quo. As a result, most people were surprised and shocked when these two individuals betrayed their own party, constituents, and even their manhood by kneeling before the Democrat Party. Also, it can even be argued that this action preemptively concedes the 2026 County Council race for Tanner's District H seat. Bottom line, there are zero advantages to conceding a majority to Democrats in the County Council. By the way, don't expect Casey Hendrickson to mention any of this on his Stolen Valor show. That's because, as some of you know, he only mentions local stuff at the direction of Amy Drake. Also, it has to involve admonishing Dan Schatzel, or he's simply not interested. Now, Democrats in this county haven't celebrated this hard since COVID vaccines, masks, lockdowns, and social distancing were all mandatory. In fact, I bet somewhere we have Planned Parenthood members making statues to honor both Rutton and Figg as a celebration of their unwavering support to the Democrat cause. Now, some of you guys may be asking, hey Ben, how was it possible that anyone would have known that two Republicans would willfully surrender the Republican majority to the Democrat Party? Well, to that I say, let's look at what's already been provided publicly with receipts by Clifton French of Real News Michiana. Councilman Andy / Anthony Rutton openly supported socialist Ted Booker in 2022 for the county assessor race. He simply decided to support and vote for a socialist, simply because he had personal beef with the Republican candidate for county assessor, Mike Castellan. So yeah, this is yet another example of him placing his feelings above the needs of the party. In 2024, Castro challenged the candidacy of a school board candidate, and I know something about this because it was me, because MAGA was my nickname. This guy literally argued that MAGA was an inappropriate nickname for a school board race. Now tell me you're not anti-Trump without telling me you're anti-Trump. Now when the slogan MAGA offends a Republican official, it might be time to get another day job. Oh wait, Rutton doesn't actually have a job to begin with. Never mind. But I digress. Let's talk about the other winner, Randy Figg. In January of 2024, Randy Figg voted to make Democrat Raphael Morton the vice president of the county council. Are we noticing a pattern here? And in July of 2024, Randy Figg protected a staffer who publicly wished death on then candidate Trump right after the first assassination attempt. In fact, at a council meeting prior to that happening, Figg can be seen falling over himself to praise and then compliment this very staffer.
What I want to say is more for your mother too, and for you. My first day of job in this county city building, February 1st of 1999, when I met your mom in payroll, she told me I should run for office someday. And I always appreciate that. And it was so nice that her daughter was here that I could work with. So thank you to both of you.
But wait, there's more! In fall of 2024, Randy Figg rejected a raise for the county police that they had proposed to the council. That raise proposal was rejected by Randy Figg, even though the county police were vastly underpaid by an average of about $20,000 a year per officer. Now, this pay raise that Figg rejected would have allowed the county police to compete with salaries of other surrounding local police departments, so they could actually be fully staffed for once. So Figg's vote essentially told them to go pound sand. I don't know, maybe he wants to reimagine the police. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but most Republicans want the police to be funded so they can do their damn job. So when both these guys turn their backs on the party and the party values once again, some of us, we weren't that surprised. It's actually kind of sad and depressing that this vote actually did catch a lot of people off guard, given both of their past histories that has been made public for quite some time now. Now, I hate to be the one to say, I told you so, but I kind of did. So did Clifton French. And he, unlike me, doesn't mind saying, I told you so.
Told you so.
Nobody was louder about this at the time than he was. However, it's time for some of the good news in all of this. It does seem like the leadership in the St. Joseph County GOP is in fact waking up. They've actually been reversing this course for quite a while now. And all this credit goes to Jackie Horvath and her other group, Hoosier Conservative Voices, because they are finally speaking out about this publicly, which needed to be done a long time ago, frankly. For example, Mark Rolfus, president of Hoosier Conservative Voices, just gave a powerful speech during last Saturday's GOP meeting. He drew a line in the sand and demonstrated strong leadership. His speech wasn't personal, as it spoke out on behalf of the party as a whole. He then encouraged all Republican members of the county council to put aside their petty differences and work together, all for the good of the party and the Republican constituents who voted for them. Now that, along with other recent actions by Mark Rolfus, has even made me reevaluate my opinion of him. Finally, with all that being said, I'm looking forward to taking a step back, being a little less involved in all the local drama. Instead, reshift my focus to things that matter a lot more to me. However, I am still running for delegate during the primary this year. That's all I got for right now. Enjoy your new year. So please make good with all that new year, new me stuff. Until next time.